Hey, what's going on? Coach Luca here. Today I wanted to talk to you about something we use here at Vigor a lot, and that's loaded carries and all the benefits that come along with it. Now, loaded carries, I kind of learned from two different people quite a while ago. One was from Pavel and then Dan John, and they have so many benefits. One of the main ones that people talk about is just how you can integrate core and improve core strength and stability. But also, it's great for grip strength, it's great for shoulder stability, and it's great for work capacity. So if you're doing, I would say, farmer's walks for time, like it's really gonna improve your work capacity and conditioning. So today what I'm gonna do is just go through a couple of quick things on the things that you need to look out for when it comes to loaded carries, and then you guys are gonna see a number of variations that we use here and a bunch of different mixes, so you can have, let's just say that you'll have more than enough variety for forever, pretty much. All right, so the main thing with loaded carries, a couple of things we want to pay attention to, right? We want to make sure that our shoulders are nice and stable. I don't want to say pack the shoulders, because when you say pack, people will overly aggressively pack the shoulders, but you do want to be careful that they're not shrugged and forward and out of alignment, right? So you want to make sure the shoulders are nice and in the neutral position. Number two is having a nice tall spine, so tall back. A thing that happens a lot of times is you'll see the weight pulling you down and now your spine is rounded, or you'll be leaning back, walking with them, right? So we want nice tall spine, shoulders in alignment, and like I said, if you look for me from the top down, it's nice and straight. Number three is a tucked chin, okay? One of the things you'll see with loaded carries, if I'm doing a forward walk, is people pushing their head and neck forward. So we want to pack the chin. That's gonna make sure that our spine is nice and tall as well, right? So you can see the difference. If I'm here, there'll be a lot of stress on my neck and change to my posture and my shoulder stability, where here, I'm nice and neutral, my thoracic spine's in good order. Then we also want to have what's called our rib cage, right? We want to close the canister. So you'll see this tendency where people grab things and then the rib cage flares up, and I'll be walking like this. So we want to make sure that the rib cage is down, right? So think exhale. If I exhale, now I'm in a nice position, and now I can grab the weights and go. And last but not least is make sure you're gripping whatever you have in your hand, sandbag, kettlebells, whatever it may be, really, really tight, okay? And that's another thing that happens with farmer's walks. It's self-limiting exercise, so you can't hold it anymore, you have to put them down. And if you start slipping and you're on just like your fingers, what tends to happen is, and you're not gripping hard, you'll start rolling your shoulders and your whole posture will change. So crushing the kettlebells or dumbbells or whatever you're holding tight is very, very key. All right, now check out all the different variations that you can do. Like I said, the only limitation is anything overhead. If you have shoulder issues, you can do a variation in rack position, and we'll show you a bunch of those. All right, see you in a second. So as you can see, there's a lot of different variations that you can do, and you can mix up implements. We probably didn't even show all of them. Now, the thing is, if you have a limiting factor, for instance, you cannot go overhead. You have pain, you have posture that doesn't allow you that. Do not do that, and start something like I said, farmers or suitcase carries, or in the rack position in the front. The other thing too is, if you have a limiting factor like grip or shoulders, I'll say shoulders get fatigued really fast. You could see the last variations. What we did, we strapped on a sled, right? So we can add intensity, work capacity to increase work capacity, even if we have limiting factors. Last but not least, what I'll say, and I didn't mention the first step, is you could probably see that I was taking light steps. What I mean by that is that as I'm walking, I'm taking controlled light steps. What this means is that I'm controlling core, right? What you don't want to see is step, hip shifting, and just being all over the place. And you can see me like drunken dancing a little bit right there. Because then I'm not creating hip stability, right? I want to be controlled. And what we'll actually do sometimes is, as we're doing the walks, we'll lift that knee up, step lightly. That way I know that I'm stabilizing the hip that I'm standing on, and really keeping core engaged, right? So just some of the cues, like I said, loaded carries are incredible exercises because they're self-limiting in so many ways, to where it's really hard to get hurt. And I love exercises where they're tough, they're working on a lot of different things, and they have, let's just say, a big benefit to risk ratio, or should I say a lot of benefits to low risk, and they're just good to go. Now you can throw these in the beginning of the workout. We like to use them as finishers and at the end. But like I said, a lot of different things that you can do with them. So plug it in, let me know how it goes. See you next time.